Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Canada Place Corporation on this beautiful British Columbia summer morning. I'm Andrew Saxton, Member of Parliament for North Vancouver, and I'd like to extend a special welcome to the Honourable John Baird, Canada's Minister of Transport and Infrastructure, and the Honourable Stockwell Day, Canada's President of the Treasury Board and Minister for the Asia-Pacific Gateway and Senior Minister for British Columbia. Thank you both for joining us today and supporting the renewal of Canada Place's iconic sails. These sails were first erected in 1984 for Expo 86 and have become internationally recognized thanks to the 2010 Winter Olympic Games, when more than 3 billion people from around the world became familiar with our city and these icons. They have played witness to millions of visitors and locals enjoying inspirationally Canadian experiences here at Canada Place. Whether taking a cruise, attending a convention conference, staying at a luxury hotel, conducting business with world-class organizations, or attending community celebrations, Canada Place has been an important hub of economic activity and a gathering place for people on Canada's west coast. Now, 26 years later, the iconic sails must be replaced, and thanks to the Federal Infrastructure Stimulus Fund, this will be completed by the spring of 2011. I'm from North Vancouver, and when I look over the Burrard Inlet, the sails greet me every day. The sails of Canada Place are synonymous with Vancouver and Canada, and thanks to the replacement, they will continue to welcome the world and be a recognizable icon of Canada for many decades to come. I would now like to welcome to the podium Minister Stockwell Day, who will introduce Minister Baird. Minister Day, as I mentioned, is President of the Treasury Board and Minister responsible for the Asia-Pacific Gateway. He is also the Senior Minister for British Columbia. Please welcome the Honourable Stockwell Day.
Thank you, Andrew. You couldn't have said it any better, but of course, John Baird and I have to add anyway. And we love to do that because it just doesn't get much better than this, folks. We who live in BC and understand the beauty of the place, sometimes, rarely, but sometimes we can almost take it for granted. The surroundings, the fact that every day, if not many days, if not every day, is almost like this, John, I can tell you that. And the difficulty that we have when our colleagues accept our invitations to come out here and see what's going on is it's very difficult for them to return home. But we will try and make that happen. What an incredible emblem we have right here. Andrew has talked with great passion and detail about that. You know, the fact that you come to this symbol has been seen around the world so many times, not the least of which was during the Olympics, about 4 billion people getting to see that. Already we're seeing the economic impact, the tourism impact of all of this here in not just Vancouver and the Lower Mainland of BC, but throughout Canada. And the message is clear. Come to Canada, come to BC, come to the Lower Mainland, set sails to your dreams and follow them. And the emblem of this is so incredible. These sails need to be replaced, as you know, and the work is about to start. Minister Baird is going to give us more detail on that. Je suis fier d'être ici aujourd'hui pour annoncer le commencement du travail pour le remplacement du toit des voiles pour la place du Canada. C'est un projet très excitant et encourageant, et c'est un honneur d'être ici pour l'annoncer. Ladies and gentlemen, John Baird, as Minister, who is responsible for the infrastructure program, has been such a treat to work with in terms of projects in BC. And John, as we were just saying, you actually came out here to British Columbia to announce, I think, the very first project under the infrastructure stimulus funds, a program that has given that temporary stimulus to the economy while the world was in a global downturn. Canada is now best placed among all countries, as everybody from the International Monetary Fund to the OECD to the Economist Intelligence Unit is saying Canada is the best placed economically with the best financial situation of all developed nations. This particular program has been significant and a key player in that. And John, with you at the helm of that program, looking at developing ways to move forward projects in a way where there can be not just consensus, but there can be a combining of regulations and guidelines so that things can move in a proper fashion, but move quickly, and we have been so delighted to see that. Not only were you here for the very first project, this, I think, because this is the temporary program, is going to be one of the last. So you're bookending the great accomplishments. You've been largely responsible for this, a no-nonsense guy who knows how to get things done, who knows how to listen to people at the community, the provincial, and the federal levels. John, it's great working with you. So glad you could be here to make this announcement with us. Ladies and gentlemen, the Honourable John Baird.